these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep for your prom, where your poster, popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, it's to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze on them, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving it soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous,
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Bills come into this one still seeking that elusive first-ever Super Bowl title.
Hard to believe they don't have one because you have to remember, back in the day, as the kids like to say, they went there 4 straight times. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, and 28. They lost to some of the giants of the NFL at that time, though. They lost to the Giants. That was the first one. They lost to Washington, and they lost to Dallas twice. Some great names on those Bills teams. Jim Kelly at quarterback. Mark Levy was their head coach. Where would you rather be than right here, right Used to love when he would say that. Thurman Thomas on that team, but they never won one. Had a best chance against the Giants in the first one, came up a field goal short. Hard to believe this Bills franchise, no Super Bowl wins.
Meanwhile, for the New Orleans Saints, look, everybody is well aware they've been snake-bitten the last 2 postseasons. First, it was the Minneapolis Miracle with Stephon Diggs, and then everybody remembers the no-call last season on Nickel Roby-Coleman CD.
So don't you have to acknowledge that this team has some serious fortitude? 3 straight years, finally get to the Super Bowl. They put everything else behind them now. Other teams might have crumbled. They stuck together. Now they have a chance to win the 2nd Lombardi Trophy in team history. I just wonder, will they take a chance like they did the last time when they beat the Colts? Remember that onside kick to start the second half? Will they take those kind of chances in this game? Wouldn't be surprised if they did.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Martin. And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check. Check out.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he's able to find Diggs. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the car, 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We're scoreless after 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they want to get those products out there. They want to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53. Here we go, team. Here, 21. Check 31. Easy, opposite. Tighten up.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back.
On 1st down, Murray. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Ready. We got to get the ball. Team, get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We're good, we're good. High forward, ready. Here we go again. Check three. Over. Watch the shot. Easy, opposite. Switch.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Delay of game penalty, ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Watch the whip.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. Hey, kill. Under.
Here's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And that'll be incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check. General West.
Out of the pistol, it's Yeldon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
56, right there, 56. All day, check 26. Pass. All 52. Hey, Steve 6. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's caught by Beasley. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
Let's go, baby.
Their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten down. There you go.
On the run, it's Yeldon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Alert. 56. Move. Let's put him up.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Pass 35. Mike, 56, right there. 56. 6 man.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. And able to find John Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check.
This is Yeldon. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the Saints' 40-yard line.
Mike's 56. Middle. You
From the 40 now on second down. Allen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
47 is the mic. Hey, let's get that home. 47 is the mic, boy. 47.
They'll run with Yeldon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Pauschka's kick is good, and that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Go, go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, Alpha! He's coming, he's coming, he's coming! We got something left.
On first down, Breeze. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 36, 36. I got you. Hey, Haywood. Get on there, baby. Get this. Get on there. 53 is the mic. 53. You're good, you're good. I 4, ready. You mine. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Hey, do. Check. Crouch. Over. Crouch.
After the sack on first down, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. He finds Yeldon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
319! 56! They're going to need some therapy.
Now it's Yeldon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
56, right there, 56. Here we go.
They run again on 1st down. Martin. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, it's Yeldon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Martin. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in. Out. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, let go. 53, Mike. Let's go.
To throw is Breeze. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, box truck. Under. Number 53. Mike 53.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Put a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves. Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some.